Okay. Beta. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that Texas. What's it up, baby? I'm back to back. Big boss, K-Po through the door to talk to boxing. So I got asked this by my partner, Monster Shun, in the comment section. He said, boss, I need your updated pound for pound list. Right? And last time I did my pound for pound list, I had Nail and Nui number one, and they was pissed off. That boys was like, how you don't have Bud as number one pound for pound? How? I'll tell you how. I go by your body of work. I don't go off accolades alone. I go off your body of work. Who all are you fighting? Right? So, I still don't have Terrence Crawford as my number one pound for pound. Right? I don't. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's not number one. He's moved up to number 3. So, here's my list. I got Oleksandr Usyk as my number one pound for pound fighter right now. The reason why I have Oleksandr Usyk is the caliber of fighters that he's fought. He fought Anthony Joshua twice. He just beat Tyson Fury, right? He fought Daniel Dubois. You know, he fought tough fights. You know what I mean? Especially him coming from cruiserweight. A lot of those fights, he was the smaller man, and he was able to show that, hey, my skills carry up. I'm the better fighter. You know what I mean? And I'm going to show these guys that I'm better than them. And he's done that. And that's why he's undisputed. So I got to give the number one pound for pound spot to Oleksandr Usyk. And I think Terrence Crawford even just came out and said that you can make an argument and say that Oleksandr Usyk is number one pound for pound in boxing. And I think that's very solid of Terrence Crawford. He don't say a lot of solid things, but that was very solid of him to say that. Number 2, I got Nail Inoue. The reason why Nail Inoue moved to number 2 is this. Nail Inoue, last fight, showed a little bit of vulnerability. You know, they trying to make Nail Inoue versus Tank. You know what I mean? Tank will spark and blitz Nail Inoue. Now, that's a big fight. That's a big money fight for Tank. You know what I mean? You know, them to fight at like a catchweight or something like that. But, you know, I think that Tank will spark Nail Inoue. Nail Inoue is very good. You know what I mean? But he slid back because he took a little step. I saw a little vulnerability. I said, you getting there with another puncher. You know what I mean? So, but Nail Inoue, he stood on his 10. He got up and he knocked Buddy out. So I gotta respect that. So I got Nail Inoue as number 2. Number 3, I got Terrence Crawford. I got Terrence Crawford number 3 on my pound for pound list. He beat Errol Spence, who was the number 1 welterweight, beat him easily. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give him his credit. You know, boss ain't with the foolishness. He's number 3 on my pound for pound list. Number 4 and 5, this where it gets tricky because it switches like every day, right? So I had Tank, right? But I said, you know what? I'm gonna put Tank at number 6 because I gotta see him after this fight, right? I had Tyson Fury, but Tyson Fury just got beat, you know? So I can't put Tyson Fury at number 4. Right? So this where it gets hard, but I'm gonna go with Canelo. I got Canelo at number 4 on my pound for pound list. Now Canelo keep sliding back and back. Canelo could really slide to number 1 if he just fight Dave Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, so I got Canelo at number 4, right? Number 5, like I said, this where it gets tricky, right? This where it gets very, very tricky because it's like you look at the landscape. Like I said, I look at who you fighting, caliber of fighters, things like that. I got David Benavidez as number 5. The reason why I got David Benavidez at number 5 is this. The man fought almost everybody at 168. And he ain't made no excuses. He and this is the thing. And this is what I be saying about some of these Hispanic fighters. Some of these Hispanic fighters, they like to fight. You know what I mean? I came up, one of my first boxing gyms I came up in was a Hispanic gym. And they make you fight. Like, you gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no, I'm gonna go in there and box. Like, you fight at an all-black gym, you see different styles. You got dudes who are counter, you know, they want to counter you. They want to be slick. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got dudes that can fight the mixture of the two. At a Hispanic gym, everybody coming to fight. Bring your lunch pail, they coming to fight. And they throwing smoke. Ain't no, they, ain't no, oh man, nah. They coming to fight, bro. They coming to put hands on you. Hands, feet, everything. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? And David Benavidez, like, is an epitome of that. Like, he don't make excuses. He's been in there with everybody. Slick boxers, like Caleb Plant. You got some fighters that wouldn't fight Caleb Plant, right? Because they like, oh man, he's slick, he gonna move. That same thing, Demetrius Andre. A lot of fighters, they want to fight him because, oh man, he boring, man. He gonna be slick. He gonna move, and he's southpaw. I don't want to deal with all that. It's a boring fight. I want exciting fights. Moreover, that's the excuse they make. You know what I mean? That's the excuse they make because they don't want to have to deal with that. They know that that's gonna make them look vulnerable. That's why Canelo never fought Demetrius Andre. But David Benavidez said, "I fight him." Made lunch meat of him. David Benavidez said, "I fight Caleb Plant." He was. You can make the argument. Caleb Plant was beating Benavidez in the first half of the fight. A lot of those rounds in the first half was going to Caleb Plant, but then then David Benavidez said, "My turn," in the second half and start breaking Caleb Plant down. You know what I mean? So that's why I got David Benavidez in my 5, because he fought all the top guys at 168. The only person he ain't fought were 2 people was David Morrell, which he's a prospect. He's very good, but he's a prospect. You know what I'm saying? He still got a lot he got to learn about the sport of boxing. So he ain't fought David Morrell and Canelo. That's it. But he didn't fought everybody else that you could think of at 168 pounds. You know? I know some people be like, he didn't fight Edgar Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga, I won't say he trash, but he need a lot of work. You know what I mean? He's not what he's hyped up to be. And we just going to leave it like that. He's not what he's all hyped up to be. He got power, but he get in there with his boxing IQ is not high. I literally seen this man. I've watched Edgar Berlanga. I watched him fight. I think it was that his last fight against that. I think it was a UK or a European dude or whatever it was. He was from over there, and he didn't know what to do. He showed his boxing IQ. When that dude did certain things, he didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So he has limited boxing IQ. He has talent, but he has limited IQ. You see him having brain farts in there. You can't do that in the ring with a Canelo or Caleb Plant and all them. Caleb Plant would pick that man apart. Now, the only thing I say that equalizer is he got power. So, you know, if he able to land on Caleb, you know, it might be a different fight. But if he can't, I don't know what to tell you. But my updated power list is Oleksandr Usyk, Naoya Inoue, Terrence Crawford, Canelo, and David Benavidez. I think that's a solid list. And I think everybody's in their rightful place. You know what I'm saying? Now, Terrence Crawford, I don't know how he can climb to number 1. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if he fights some names at 54, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if he fight a Exxon Lubin or, you know, but I know he only going to fight people for belts. But what if these people got other options and they got more bigger money opportunities? Trust me, I want to see Terrence Crawford become undisputed at 54. You know what I'm saying? I think he has more than a chance now than he did before. Because when Charlo had all the belts, that wasn't a favorable fight for him. I'm not going to lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to hold you. That was... I'm telling you, I still stand on that. Jermell Charlo is a matchup nightmare for Terrence Crawford. I'm not saying this just to say that. I'm telling you this. And here's why I say this. It's things that I see. Crawford is great, right? Crawford will come into the fight the faster fighter, the more skillful fighter, right? But styles make fights. One thing Charlo got is that right hand. And Crawford is susceptible to that right hand. That's all I'm going to say. And Charlo, in all his beef fights, is undefeated. In all his fights where he got problems, like it's beef, like he undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Like, his first fight with Tony Harrison, yeah, he lost. But it wasn't really a beef. It was just it's pre-fight banter. Now, when he lost, and then they were supposed to rematch, and then Tony Harrison pulled out the rematch because he got an ankle injury or some type of injury, and then he still was talking, yeah, then it came to something else. You know what I'm saying? All Charlo fights that he had to, he beat him. Castano, first fight, they was respectful. They talked a little bit, but then Castano, when it went to a draw, and then Castano started talking about he won, then it came to a beef. You know what I mean? So he like, oh, okay. Oh, all right. Had that man on his knees like he praying. That's all I'm saying. So it kind of worked out in Terence Crawford's hands because now he ain't really got to go through no fire. I say the toughest fight that's gonna be for him, and I don't know why y'all keep disrespecting this dude. The toughest fight for Terence Bud Crawford is gonna be Sebastian Fundora. I'm telling you, and that's gonna be for undisputed. That's gonna be the toughest fight for him because the man is 6'7". I don't know why y'all think, oh, Terence Crawford gonna knock him out. The man is 6'7", bro. He's 5'8". I'm 5'9", right? Terence Crawford's 5'8". That's gonna be a tough fight for him. He gonna have to be in Sebastian Fundora chest. Pause. That's the toughest fight for him. Sebastian Fundora at 54. Now, if Charlo was active, I'm not gonna lie to you. If Jermell Charlo was an active fighter and he was still like competing, I say that fight. Because, like I say, I just think Charlo got that equalizer. And I told y'all how that fight gonna go. I said, look, Terence Crawford gonna be up on the cards. He gonna be beating Charlo. And then Charlo gonna catch him. And it's gonna be a ding. Y'all remember when we used to cut the computer off, and it used to be like dee. Is it Microsoft? Microsoft do that. That's what it's gonna be like. Crawford gonna be up on the cards. He gonna be up by a lot on Jermell Charlo, and Charlo gonna boop, and it's gonna be it. That's what it is. And I know the Bud Buddies ain't gonna like it, but I'm just saying, that's how it's gonna go. Crawford gonna be whooping Charlo. You know what I'm saying? Whooping him on the cards. And then it's gonna be boop, that's it. He gonna be asleep. It's gonna be a lot of, what Biggie say? A lot of slow singing and flower bringing. That's what's gonna be happening. It's gonna be some people crying. And it's gonna be the you know what I'm talking about? I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Y'all Bud Buddies, man. Y'all act like this nigga pay your rent or something. Y'all be tripping. You don't know. I hate the way that you walk. I hate the way you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Y'all be plexing with boss, man. But when it comes to tell, especially Rick Moon. Rick Moon, he talk, man. Let me tell you something about Rick Moon. Rick Moon is the number one sack chaser out of the Bud Buddy squad. I've never seen a man, bro. I made a video the other day, and I ain't say nothing bad about Crawford. I just was saying, hey, Crawford be trying to act hood, right? I wouldn't say try to act hood. I say be trying to act gangster, right? How does Crawford try to act gangster? So I responded, hey, bro, as much as you watch Terence Crawford, you should know that. He basically threatened Jose Benavidez's life. He said, focus on your fight for you not make it to your fight. That's what he told Cuz. He said, focus on your fight for you not make it to your fight. What does that mean? What does that mean? He said, focus on your fight for you not make it to your fight. What does that mean? Come on, man. That ain't boxer talk. That ain't like, hey, I'm going to knock you out. No, he told that man, you keep talking, I'm going to kill you. That's basically what that means. Stop playing with me, bro. I'm telling you, this stuff I be talking about. As much as y'all claim y'all watch that boy, y'all don't watch him. Y'all just ride the wave. Y'all don't watch this nigga fight. You don't even know how he fight. You can't even tell me how the man fight, cuz. This stuff I be talking about. But I digress. Boss gonna continue to stay on your throat. Pause. No diddy. But this is the pound for pound list. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Boss gone.